ThaiPBS English News Service. Tonight you with me, Rungtip Chotapawai. We started from the security van heist. More than 4 million baht was stolen from a money transport vehicle in front of Kasikorn's Bank's Inburi branch. Active Chief of Provincial Police Region 1 ordered local authorities to immediately locate the suspects and apprehend them. The surveillance camera in front of Kasikorn Bank's Inburi branch in Singburi province caught at least 3 thieves hijacking the money transport vehicle before stealing 4.1 million baht and shooting an employee of Progress Ganpai, the money transport company. Some more of the company's employees were also injured. Pirachet Panmuang, the driver of the money transport vehicle, said that after the robbers parked their pickup truck next to the security truck, they shot at the vehicle and threw the bags of cash into their pickup truck. Pirachet then tried to flee with the vehicle, but the thieves continued to chase after him for about 5 kilometers. They shot at the security truck once more in an attempt to steal the remaining cash before driving away along Asia Road. Police Major General Kamronwit Thuprajang, Acting Chief of Provincial Police Region 1, has since called on local authorities to swiftly locate the suspects and arrest them. It is known that the bandits used fake license plates on the pickup truck. The House Committee on Reconciliation will propose the controversial reconciliation plan to Parliament on April 4th, despite opposition from the Democrat Party members who sit on this commission. They insist that if the majority pushes this plan forward, they will resign from the committee. The controversy over the reconciliation plan studied by the King Prachatipok or Prapok Institute and the House Committee on Reconciliation continues to be a hot political issue among all parties. Today, the opposition whips and members of Democrat Party, who are minorities on this reconciliation commission, announced their resignation, claiming the majority of the committee, which are pro-government MPs and senators, rejected their suggestion to reconsider the findings of King Prachatipok Institute, who conducted a survey and concluded that political amnesty is the key to reconciliation. The Democrats claimed they should have time to work on the conclusions. Meanwhile, Sanan Khajon-Prasad, chief advisor to the Chat Thai Patana Party, reiterated that the King Prachatipok Institute has to allow all parties to express their opinions and also suggested that General Sonthi Bunyarakarin should reconsider the plan before proposing it to the House, since he sees the research doesn't cover political conflicts and opinions from all parties. Former 2006 coup leader General Sonthi Bunyarakarin, who is the chairman of this group, is pushing for political amnesty. Wasana Nanuam, a renowned military and security affairs reporter, says in her latest series of the Lap Rongpang book that the current political atmosphere is ripe for the coup, but General Yuttasak Sasiprapha and the government deny such claims. Taxi drivers across Bangkok are asking the Transport Ministry for a rise in meter charges. The government will make their final decision on whether to approve the rise before Friday. Cab drivers who are members of the taxi cooperative are asking the government for more income by raising meter rates. From the 2nd to the 50th kilometer traveled, taxi drivers are asking for a 12% increase, and between the 51st to the 150th kilometer, they want an 8% increase, whereas from the 151st kilometer onwards, Bangkok taxi are asking for a 15% hike. Today, a Bangkok taxi will charge 35 baht for the first 2 kilometers, then 2 baht per kilometer on afterwards. With the new proposal, taxi drivers are asking the 35 baht charge to cover only the first kilometer. Already under pressure from the rising LPG and NGV prices, the Bangkok taxi drivers are tomorrow submitting this new fare rate to the Land Transport Department. Chacha Siripan, Deputy Transport Minister, says before the end of this week, drivers and passengers will know whether or not the new fare is approved by the government. Come April 1st, seven provinces will see a rise in the daily minimum wage to 300 baht, while a 39.5% hike in minimum wage will be imposed on the rest of the kingdom, although the Deputy Prime Minister highlighted that business operators could, in fact, benefit from the policy. Kasikorn Research Center discovered that the minimum wage in Thailand will be several times higher than neighboring countries. Kun Bandit Gadbadit has more on this report.
Kitirat Naranong, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, assured that the government will push ahead its minimum wage policy to reflect the surging cost of living. He noted that over the past months, state enterprises and the public sector have seen a rise in basic salaries. Hence, it is an opportune moment for minimum wages to also be increased. The minister believed that small and medium-sized enterprises will not be affected much by the policy. An increase in the minimum wage to 300 baht per day will take effect on April 1st in 7 provinces. The remaining 70 provinces, however, will first see a 39.5% raise on April 1st, and by 2013, the minimum wage of 300 baht will be imposed throughout the kingdom. The 300 baht minimum wage will then be frozen for the following 2 years. Nevertheless, if highly volatile economic circumstances that impede employees' ability to make a living occur within these 2 years, the Wage Committee can consider adjusting the minimum wage if it sees fit. Deputy Prime Minister Kitirat remained optimistic that the wage hike will bring about more pros than cons to business operators.
And we believe in the momentum that those businesses will realize that when they pay their workers better, the workers will work better for them too.
The worsening inflation rate continues to make headlines. Kasikorn Research Center forecasts that the minimum wage policy will cause the inflation rate to trend upward by 0.6 to 0.7 percentage points. When adding the spike in energy prices and the like, the center measured this year's inflation rate to be 3.9%. Still, Kasikorn Research Center believes that the minimum wage will not have much adverse impact on the unemployment rate, as investments and capacities continue to grow in many industries. Hence, the unemployment rate can be expected to stay low at 0.8% this year, from 0.7% in 2011. At 300 baht, Thailand's minimum wage will be comparable to that of Malaysia, twice as much as Indonesia's, 3 to 4 times higher than Vietnam's and Cambodia's, while it will be as much as 9 times greater than Myanmar's minimum wage. Unlike minimum wages, labor productivity cannot be lifted all of a sudden. While many large businesses have the potential to tap into new technology, reduce costs, develop knowledge, and improve labor skills, many more small and medium enterprises are less capable and might very well struggle. This is Bandit Gadbandit reporting for Thai PBS.
Thank you, Kun Bandit. The good news is that the Industry Ministry estimates that factories affected from floods will recover and resume production lines in the second quarter of this year. However, bad news that some business owners are considering permanently closing their factories due to unclear water management plans and the increasing of production cost. Only 12 out of 46 factories in Saharatnanakorn Industrial Estate in Ayutthaya Province have resumed their production after 6 months following the severe damage caused by the floods. Some Japanese investors are considering permanently closing their factories due to 2 main reasons. First, some investors are waiting to assess the government's water management plans, and second is a delay in finalizing the industrial estate operators' debt reconstruction, which has in turn delayed dike construction. Prior to the flood in 2011, the unemployment rate in Saharatnanakorn Industrial Estate is around 39% of 4,700 workers. Meanwhile, Gopkan Watanawarangkoon, chairman of Bangkadi Industrial Park, stated that factory recovery here is 50 to 60% of the total of 44 factories. 2 factories have closed down, 1 has temporarily moved, and 3 factories have not yet resumed production. This past weekend, Thai PBS organized a family event at Thai PBS headquarters to support the values of family members watching TV together at home. Kun Sapachon Kinsuwan has the report.
ดูทีวีกับลูกเพื่อสร้างภูมิคุ้มกันผูกพันครอบครัว or literally translated as watching TV with your child for a stronger and closer family was Thai PBS's initiative to persuade parents to watch TV with their young ones because leaving children unaccompanied in front of the TV set has become common practice in many modern families. Suit Sasanapijit, director of Thai PBS's programs division, says letting children watch TV alone in a society where the content of many free TV programs is unsuitable for youngsters might have a permanent effect on their young minds, whereas turning the TV completely off often isn't the right answer either, since alternative forms of entertainment like the internet can be just or even more dangerous. He says adults should spend time watching TV with their children to create media immunity, as well as to increase the family's quality time together. Many of Thai PBS's programs, especially children's programs, took the chance to meet and greet their fans.
So, how do you feel after bringing your children to today's event here at Thai PBS?
First of all, I would like to thank Thai PBS to let us to join the event. I think it's very good for the family, which is actually I am not supporting too much the kid to watch the TV. But today I think Thai PBS can give us the more chance that the children can watch the good channel like PBS. Thank you.
Famous pediatrician and author of many books on raising children, Dr. Chanika Tujinda, told the audience that watching TV could be a double-edged sword and that giving children their own private TV set is a bad idea. However, since it's difficult for young children to avoid media, parents should spend more time with their young ones and teach them about the possible dangers that may exist in the media. This is the second time Thai PBS organized the Do TV Kab Look event, open to the public. For more insights on Thai PBS's programs and public events, add us at facebook.com/ThaiPBSFan. This is Supajon Klimsuwan, Thai PBS.
Thank you, Kun Suprajon, and we have to log on to our website to see for more details. And we end tonight's edition with a smiling scene of a smiling moon, which occurred in the sky last night and also earlier this evening. What you see here is actually a group of planets, Venus and Jupiter, and the moon vertically shining all together on western side of the sky. Astronomers say this phenomenon occurs approximately 2 to 3 times a year. Many stargazers and the astronomers were at Nam Nao Beach in Sattahip district of Chonburi province to watch the scene of a smiling moon. The scene of a smiling moon in the sky is macroscopic phenomenon which people across the country can see when the sun goes down to around 8 p.m. And this week is the last week that Thai PBS English News Service will be on air during this time. As of April, we go on air at 11:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. Please make sure you have a nice smiling evening. Good night. สวัสดีค่ะ